Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Hungry Hornet. What's today's antics got in store for us? Well, today we're talking about something that I hold very close to my heart, and that is how to deal with idiot drivers. Yes, everyone's favourite subject. Boo! Drivers! They suck! Oh, drivers are terrible! Oh, drivers don't know how to drive! They don't care about motorcyclists! They just go wherever they want to go! They just do whatever they want to do! They have no interest in making sure they don't try and kill me every second of the day. Yes, drivers, idiots. How to deal with them? Well, road rage affects all of us in a certain way. We all get our hat in hand / arse in hand about certain things, but to be fair on drivers, they've got a lot more distractions than us motorcyclists. They're easily distracted by the instruments in their vehicles. They're easily influenced by whatever's going on in the road. They've got a one-track set mind, drivers. They do. And I obviously don't speak for all drivers. I'm not a driver myself. Fun fact, I'm having my first driving lesson this weekend ever. Excited about that. The Hungry Hornet is thinking about trying to pass his car test, not because I want to spend less time on the bike, but just because I kind of want to do it. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, so how to deal with idiot drivers. Drivers, they tend to sort of like, they're one-track minded, aren't they? Look at them, they're just there conga lining, they're just there zoning out, staring into the middle distance, wondering about what's for tea, you know. Us motorcyclists, we're far too busy just being awesome. So a lot of our job is containing that awesomeness for 24/7. So because we're so awesome, we're so exposed. So dealing with drivers, first and foremost, involves, first of all, dealing with the expectations of what a driver should do. Drivers, people in cars tend to just be dawdling along. They're quite content just going about their business and just meandering, and they don't tend to have that same passion as a motorcyclist. So motorcyclists are, they're really into their bikes, aren't they? They know everything about everything. You get the occasional petrol head car driver that loves car driving, but a lot of what motorcycling is extends to the art form of riding a bike. Motorcyclists take pride in riding. They take pride in learning. A car driver doesn't. So most car drivers, it's just A to B, isn't it? That's what, no one goes out in a car for fun. Well, I'm sure they do, but I mean, it's like motorcyclists, we like to go out for fun, don't we? We like to go out for fun. We like to sort of mess around and do things on bikes, and we're here for a good time, not just a long time. Dealing with drivers is, you need to remain calm. After realizing what your expectations are and lowering them dramatically, you need to realize that car drivers, they have this disease, and it's called impatience, and a lot of motorcyclists have it as well. But because we've got more power to weight ratio, more acceleration, we don't tend to get in people's ways too much. We tend to sort of stay away from people, if you like. We're very quick to just escape. And car drivers, because they're just rooted into the ground, they're just there, existing. It's not easy for them to get out of your way. So I think a lot of motorcyclists come across car drivers and get annoyed, like this guy here. You can see I'm coming. I myself make sure there's a lot of distance when I start merging into another lane. A lot of car drivers are like, no, fuck this guy, I'm going in front. The car drivers are keen on this like idea of right of way, you know. They're keen on this idea that, oh, this is my right of way. I'm in my car, hey, this guy cut me up. Motorcyclists don't tend to sort of focus on the little things. They don't sweat the small stuff. Motorcycling is all about the big stuff. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're trying to deal with drivers and trying to understand them and trying to sort of get better at sort of like trying to think, you know, how do I get through this? How do I deal with these idiots? You got to understand that they're not on the same level as you. First and foremost, they're not a motorcyclist, so already they've lost brownie points. Secondly, if they are a motorcyclist, chances are they're not annoying you, because car drivers that also ride motorcycles tend to be the coolest motherfuckers that exist. Not only are they pro motorcycle, they've usually got a cool car as well. So, you know, they're just into their combustible engines, yeah? They're one of us. Most car drivers aren't, and they don't want to be one of us. They look down upon us. They think, oh, what's this got? Look at him cutting through traffic. Fuck this guy, I'm gonna bloody block him. He's not going anywhere. No, you may not filter. No, hello, is this the police? Yeah, I just saw this motorcyclist. He didn't have a number plate on. Could you please investigate? Yeah, it's junction 27. Yeah, junction 27, that's where you need to go. Yeah, he's there right now. I'm looking at him right now. Black motorcycle. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it looks cool, and I imagine he gets loads of girls. So that's what you're contending with. So on the same flip side, they're wondering the same thing about you. How do I deal with these overly cool motorcyclists every day? I know how. I'm gonna block them. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna make it dangerous for them. That's what you're dealing with. So you got to understand that to deal with idiot drivers, there is no fast track quick answer. These guys were born like this, yeah? You were born a motorcyclist. You were born automatically cool. Automatically you're amazing. So, you know, they have to earn their street cred. And usually the way they do that is by spending money on mapping their vehicle. So it's like, you know, you don't need to do that because you're cool already, you know? You're awesome, you know? So the question is, and the answer to the question is, the question being how to deal with idiot car drivers, is you just don't give them the time of day, bruv. You're there doing your thing. Concentrate on your thing, yeah? Your thing is already more cool than their thing. So just don't worry about it, you know? Just, you know, try and ignore the fact that they're always like, you know, merging into lanes without looking. Try and ignore the fact that they're just usually on their phone going, oh yeah, oh fuck, oh shit, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh that's fun, yeah, oh whoops, shit. I used to doing that. I probably that's probably illegal, what I just did, because you're not supposed to even touch it. No, bad boy, stop touching your fucking phone, bruv. Anyway, so just ignore the fact that they've got literally, you know, they're missing, you know, the majority of their brain cells, and when they, you know, they get into the car wearing their pajamas on the school run, it's not because they're busy, it's because they're lazy, you know. Forget the fact that they don't have to literally put any protective gear on, so they're never really aware of the fact that they could die in their vehicle like a motorcyclist is every day. Every time you strap on your gear and you put your helmet on, you think, oh yeah, I could die on this bike, you know. Forget the fact that they don't really care if you're wearing a high vis like that guy over there. They'll just pretend not to see you anyway. Well, oh, I didn't see you there, mate. Oh, mate, how did you get there? Oh, I didn't see you there, mate. Oh, I didn't see you. Yeah, I know we were in a 20, but for some reason I just didn't see you, mate. You just came out of nowhere. You just out of nowhere, mate. You were speeding, weren't you? Forget about the fact that, you know, you got a bloody high end Japanese can that's screaming its tits off, and they can't hear you. Forget that. You know, forget that they suffer from, you know, they're impaired both visually and audibly. Audibly. Forget that. You know, just, you need to lower your expectations. That's how you deal with an idiot driver. It's by lowering what, you know, what you shouldn't expect good driving from a car. You shouldn't expect attentiveness or courtesy or common decent. No, you shouldn't expect any of that. Why should you? I passed my test 30 years ago, son. I've been driving 45 years. When all you had to really do was be alive and have a heartbeat and, you know, not be completely blind. And yeah, you know, what the fuck's a hazard perception test? I just parked my car in a blind corner 10 meters away from a junction and opened my door as soon as traffic comes. That's what I do. Isn't that normal? Oh, I fucking hate cyclists. Fucking hell, I fucking hate them. Oh, fuck. Fucking speed up, you cunt. Fucking speed up, you fucking dickhead. Speed up. Why can't you pedal faster, you prick? Why can't you pedal faster? Anyway, yeah, so I'm ranting. So yeah, moral of the story is, don't trust any driver on the road, alright? Including your fellow motorcyclists, because they'll just come up beside you, whooshing past you without you even knowing, giving you a thumbs up, oh mate! You're like, well, you just nearly killed me, mate! Anyway, I've been the Hungry Hornet. This has been a satirical video. Much like my other content, it's a joke, bruv. Oh, here we go, look at that. See, didn't even think, oh, I'm gonna slow down. Just went for it. Why not? Anyway, see you later, guys. All the best. Bye bye.